So I got this whole crazy thing going on right here. You can't see it, but there's lots of other stuff out here. And I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before. I'm gonna play with, I'm gonna do some playing with some copper, which is different. I usually put in the shiny stuff as an accent, so my plan is to put entirely copper and then do weird stuff with plain dull white on top of it, which should be a little bit bizarre or a complete flop. We will see. But this is interesting. I'm excited. Okay, let's do it. Oh, right, I forgot. Okay, I put these little tacks in so that I don't have the drip going on. I mean, so it doesn't pool up along the edge right here. So that's interesting. Also, not a regular canvas this time, it's wood. The water's out in my neighborhood right now, so I don't feel like I can give a proper go to tightening a regular canvas. And I love these little guys, they're awesome. I have some larger ones that I've been saving up for a special occasion, but this little guy is really cute, so I'm gonna work with that. So that's the plan. So this is a more traditional stir than I usually do with my little squeeze bottles. This is my preferred method, but this is pretty cool because you can mix up little amounts of color for the particular project that you're doing without, you know, you put all the effort into it one time and then it's done. It's over with. You don't have to stress about it. So I've got that, and I decided I wanted to go super shiny. So I'm gonna use some of this. And so that's the copper. And then I was gonna do a little bit of this guy, and I was having trouble deciding whether or not to mix it in with the other one. Oh, this stuff is awesome. This is Lumiere. I love this stuff so much. And I wasted horribly using it in a pour painting. I don't think you're really supposed to do that, but it's so beautiful. Okay. So I'm just gonna give this a little tiny bit. I know it seems like nothing, but man, this is gonna be mostly pour, isn't it? We'll see how this goes. Let's pick one of these that's a little coppery. Not that it matters. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I think I'm gonna adulterate it with a tiny bit of my silicone thingamabob. Okay, that's it, no more. There. Okay, yay. All right, let's mix you up. So these are not dirty, they are completely dry. So just FYI, I'm not like mixing little bits of purple in here. This is the traditional method. It involves elbow grease. Now the cool thing about the wood canvases is that they you can actually use a ton of water on them because it just sort of soaks into the wood. I wouldn't go crazy, but you don't have to follow the rules quite the same way as the gessoed canvases. However, I kind of like a thick layer. This stuff, especially as shiny as I've got it right now, would just sort of sit on top of the wood though. I mean, it would seriously not do anything. So I'm gonna make sure it's very nicely watered, probably beyond the point where it needs to be. That was a lot of water. That's why I usually say put a little water in at a time. So you don't end up making a huge error. Really? All right. Plan is, I think my plan is to put this one, to swirl it into this other one, and then put that down on the canvas. Oh, but this is my third plan. So I've got that, and then I have this other fantastic Lumiere color. There was a sale going on, obviously. Oops. That was not totally sealed. Okay. This is the risky color, because, you know, pink with copper? What? We'll see. Okay, some of you might be like, of course pink with copper, but it's not something I'm super comfortable with. I think it's going to be fun, though. It'll definitely be fun. It might not be any good, but it will be fun. And I'm going to do it super shiny, too. Hopefully this does not... Okay, so I got to think about this from a physics perspective. What is going to happen when I put the super watery? It's going to move faster. And it's going to sort of float to the surface. Maybe I should do the white down there first. Or maybe I put the copper first, and then I let it do its thing. And then I put half the copper first, and then do its thing. And then I put the other ones on top of that. Let me put some drops in here. And I know I'm not putting any water in these. I just want them to stay pretty, yeah. Okay, once again, using Frizz Buster. Woohoo! Okay. Alright, I'm a little worried about it, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. If my puppies would not bark. Okay, so I have my canvas here, and oh my gosh, puppies. Just a second. This is the face of chaos. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a base since I had to mess it up anyway. It's very exciting though. Okay. Not a planner. Yeah. Definitely not a planner. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can take care of my edges. Always end up with edges that need fixing. Like I have a white underlayer, and then after I do the painting I'm like, those edges should be black, and I have to go and carefully paint along the drip to make it black underneath, or at least appear to be black underneath. I decided next time I do a white canvas, I'm going to put black along the edges, because that's just how it always ends up being. So if it doesn't cover the edges, which I'm perfectly fine with, at least it won't be ugly. The other thing about this wood stuff is it soaks up so much paint. So you end up with this sort of wood grain after the fact, which I think is kind of cool actually. So okay, now problem, I have no sink right now. So, you know, I can't wash this off my hands. Because the water's gone out in the neighborhood or something. It's fantastic. Came home to that. So I decided to do something involving paint. Brilliant. Okay, so this is the plan. New plan. I am going to put the rest of this one in here with the other two, but they are kind of layered at this point. nothing has gone according to my plans, which makes sense because I didn't really have a plan. But we will see how it goes. Either way, it'll be fun. So, yay. Okay, so for now, there's the pink. I've always got more if I need it. All right, let me see what I want to do. I think I'm gonna go completely nuts. Okay, this is crazy. I'm probably gonna ruin this, but let me see what happens if I do that. Okay, I'm just putting it in. I want it to kind of float on the surface, sort of. That was a lot of white. Okay, that's probably foolish. And now I'm gonna do this. This is sort of the opposite of a wing pour. Not sure how this is gonna work out. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. It's gonna all mush together. What am I thinking? Yep, it's all mushed together. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. Now it's starting to look kind of cool. That's really freaky looking and kind of awesome. I feel like it needs more pink. Okay. Now I'm just being weird. Actually, I kind of feel like it needs silver, but I don't have any shiny silver mixed up. Actually, I know what I want to do. Okay. Check this out. Oh, that's gold. Where's my silver? Oh, nuts! Silver. See. Am I upside down? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, let's see. That might have been a foolish idea with the silver. Silver and copper. Maybe not the smartest thing. It's like a pink mauve. Let's pour it into here. Give it a little copper undertone. So I got this weird copper mauve thing going on. More copper. Okay. With a hint of white. Let me see what I want to do. This is also thicker. Weird. Now I'm just being weird. It's kind of a hot mess at this point. I like that in there. This right here is kind of weird. Okay, that's definitely a hot mess, but all right. 1 second, and I'm back.